All right, let's go to the phone lines right now. Steve Hutchinson, a 7-time Pro Bowler, a national champion from the University of Michigan, and a good friend joining the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Hutch?
What's up, Rich? How are we doing?
How are you? Talk to me.
Well, I can't complain.
Talk to me.
Down here in Nashville, we live down here now, and it's kind of nice. I think they're already probably starting to get snow in Minnesota, and
Okay.
it's 80 here, so I can't complain.
All right. Did you happen to watch a certain Michigan Wolverine team beat Chris Law's Penn State Nittany Lions? Did you happen to watch that?
I
game?
did. I caught most of it. We watched the first part of it at home, and then snuck off to the local Buffalo Wild Wings to catch the rest of it.
Oh, did you?
Although I've got to say that we've seen better games. It was nice to get back in the win column.
Hutch, you and I have been sort of, sending text hugs to one another to try and get through some of these Saturdays. This is as bad as it's been, so we needed that one.
Yeah, we needed that one.
Way.
But more importantly, how nice was it to have Chris silent for an hour?
It was really good. It was really, really good. The best part about it was a late meeting audible this morning to come up. The only way he could talk was to put a Michigan hat on, the Michigan hat that I got.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I'm holding it up right now.
Pictures of that, right?
Yeah, I'm holding it up. I probably got it from Moe's back in December of '86. That's how old this hat is.
Hutch, don't lie though.
Nice.
You don't want to win a game like that, do you? With the officials?
What do you mean, like what?
That's embarrassing. Come on, man.
You can stop it. Who doesn't want to win a game?
It's like it's like pick up hoops when you know that you called a timeout and then the guy makes the shot and says, "No, I never
Hutch,
called
set him straight.
timeout."
Hutch, set him straight.
You don't want to win like that.
Hutch, set him straight.
A win's a win. A win's a win. I was 4-0, I think, against Penn State. I don't think they were all blowouts, but most of them were. So, it makes it a little interesting when you win a game like that. It's better for ratings, Chris. Come on.
Oh,
Hutch, what do you think is happening in Ann Arbor? I just want to give you the floor here. Do you want to talk about what's happening in Ann Arbor?
I don't want to get into it. We don't air our laundry out.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I tell people all the time, I love Brady Hoke. I got a lot of faith in him. I've got all the trust in the world in him. He was my first coach when I got there. I actually, as an 18-year-old kid coming out of Florida, I actually went to Michigan as a defensive end, and that was my coach. It was Brady Hoke and I was the only freshman lineman in, so it was me and him for the first week of, freshman camp or however we did it back in the day like that. And so I've known Brady a long time, and he's going to, he knows how to win. He knows how to do it with integrity and in the Michigan way. It's just for some reason, and like you said, we have these conversations all the time. It's something's not clicking, something's not right. I don't know what it is. It's the easy cop out is just say, well, fire the coach, fire this guy, fire that guy. And I don't know if that's always the case. Back 20 years ago, 10 years ago, you had your stalwarts in the Big Ten. You had your Ohio State, Michigan. They got all the recruits, bar none. And then the other schools kind of fought over the rest of the best once you got out of the five-star blue chip guys. And I just think, in college football in general now, you're starting to see some of the smaller schools that are getting the recruits that typically all the powerhouses got. And no, that's not an excuse. I mean, you still see the big teams win and that. But, would anybody have thought the powerhouses in the SEC this year would have been Ole Miss and Mississippi State? You think everybody had Alabama and Auburn checked off to win, those divisions and go on to the playoffs. So I don't know. They got to figure it out. It's obviously not acceptable by any standards of Michigan, and as you know, and they'll figure it out. And something will break, and they'll figure it out.
And then you went on to have so many Pro Bowl years in Seattle after Michigan, and you saw the game, I'm sure, just like the rest of us. How surprising was that, seeing Dallas come back in that environment after falling down 10-0 after that block punt?
Well, I don't know if it's I don't know if there's anything surprising in the NFL. I think I think Dallas had the perfect game plan. They knew what they were getting into. I don't think back in 2004, 2005 on our Super Bowl run. In Seattle, and when we ended up going to Detroit and playing Pittsburgh, I think that stadium snuck up on a lot of teams. We hadn't had, every year we got better from 2002, improving the record 2003, and by 2005, the Super Bowl run year, that was a stadium that a lot of people went for the first time. A lot of teams went to, and they didn't realize how loud it was going to be. And I think people know, and I think opposing head coaches go over the top and preparing them for the noise and the hostile environment there. So, I think they caught them napping a little bit. Do I think that Dallas is a better team right now? I don't think so. I mean, I think Seattle's defense has the ability to keep them and win every game, and that's not even getting into Russell Wilson and the offensive weapons and Marshawn and all that. I just think they caught them napping. I think sometimes you rely a little bit too much on the fact that you got a home field advantage with the crowd and all that, and I feel sorry whoever's Seattle's got next game.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, I got you only for 90 more seconds, Hutch. So I just wanted to say thanks for calling in, and we're just getting started here, and we're not only looking for regulars, but we're looking for regulars on subjects other than football. And we know what you are.
I was wondering when I was going to get a call about Downton Abbey.
Yes, and the podcast.
I know we got to wait till. I think we have to wait till this winter and beginning of next year. But I'm available.
You are the official Rich Eisen show reviewer of Downton Abbey because that is your guilty pleasure, is it not, Hutch?
Yes. No. I'm looking forward to it. Anytime call. I've got nothing going on these days.
Well, send my best to Landon.
I will.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.